Hi guys, I'm Polly, also known as Pollygone Illustration. As you can see here, I am actually back home for Christmas right now, so that's why it looks a little bit different and the lighting is a bit funny. I hope it's okay. I've done my best to try and sort it out. It's a bit difficult when I don't have my lights. But today I am going to be opening my first ever Scrawlrbox. So if you've never heard of Scrawlrbox before, it is a subscription service where you get a box of art supplies every month. I've not actually signed up for the subscription. I actually ordered my first box through their website on their shop. The reason I did that is because they had a Black Friday sale where the boxes were only about £10 each, so I thought I'd treat myself to one that I thought looked good. So I did actually know what I was getting mostly beforehand, but I haven't really looked too much into it. But I did pick this month because I really like the paints that came with it, but I don't actually know what else it comes with. So the box I chose is the June 2019 box. I'm not sure if I'll do more of these because I don't really like having surprises every month, but I definitely think I might try and do some more individual boxes if that's what someone would like to see. I don't really want to spend a lot of money on art supplies that I might not use again because I really like what I've already got, so I don't really change too much of what I'm using. So personally, I'm not sure if it's something that would be good for me or if it would just end up being a waste of money for only one video or something. So if you would like to see more videos where I unbox Scrawlrboxes, let me know in the comments below and I could possibly do it if there's enough demand for it, but I'm not so sure at the moment. I'll definitely have to think about it though. So I might as well start by unboxing my box and showing you what's inside. I'm gonna start by opening my box. I've already taken the tape off, so I just need to open it and see what's inside. Okay, so I guess here is, I guess this is like all my, okay, I'll say that for a second. But that's all my paints and pencils and everything. I'm not really sure what's in there. I do think there are pencils because I can see them poking out. But I've got my sweet, which is a duo stick frutella. I mean, personally, it's not something I really like. I don't really like sweets anyway, but I'm sure I can give that to someone. And then here we have the artist of the month. I really like this print. So this is just telling us a little bit about the featured artist. Her name is Joanna Fee. I'm not really sure, but you can find her on Instagram at milkchew_. So she made her piece of art using the same supplies that are included in this box. So I'm really interested to see what they are, and I think this is definitely a good box. And I mean, I know I picked it out on purpose, but I don't know 100% what is in here, and I've never used these art supplies before, but I think these are definitely going to be something I'm going to really like. So at the bottom we have two pieces of paper here. It's quite thick. I don't think it's watercolor. I'm not really sure what it is, but they're nice paper anyway. Okay, so let's open up and see what's inside. So I've got a little sticker here. I'll probably stick this on my sketchbook later, and then I'll have a look at that in a second. So this is actually what I wanted this box for. I think these are worth like £25, so considering I got this whole box for £10, this is really good. So these are Aquafine watercolors by Dela Rowney. It's a little travel set with 8 colours, and I believe there is also a paintbrush in this too. So next we've got this, which is a white Posca pen. So this is a red erasable coloured pencil. I really like using erasable coloured pencils because they're a lot easier to remove from paper, and if you can't really remove all of the markings, you can hide it when you paint over the top, and it's really not as obvious as graphite, and it doesn't smudge either. Last but not least, I have 2 pencils. These are Faber-Castell Polychromos. I think I've got some of these at home already, so I have used them, but I haven't got these colours. And again, I do like them. I prefer Prismacolor. I think I prefer Prismacolor, but these aren't bad. So this leaflet just tells me what's in this box, which we've already been through, and the watercolour paper is Langton Prestige watercolour paper, and it's 300 grams. I definitely think that sounds like that's going to be really good paper. I prefer using the thickest paper I can get, and I think 300 grams is what I tend to go for with my sketchbooks. The challenge for this month is Summer Flourish, which obviously this was released in June, so it's going to be a summer themed challenge, but I am still going to follow this prompt anyway. this is what the watercolours look like. I think it's a really nice little set. Obviously I don't know how pigmented they are and how well they work, but I think it's really cute and it's good for travelling. The watercolours I have at the moment are ones I got from Tiger a few years ago. They're probably not the best quality, they were fairly cheap, but these are a little bit more expensive than them, so they should be better. I mean, the paintbrush is a little bit small, but obviously it needs to be to fit in this travel set, but it seems like a really nice sturdy brush. I personally tend to stick to smaller brushes, but that's just because I prefer them, because you can get in more detail. But this brush doesn't actually seem too bad. I think I could get detail with this because it is really pointy, and I think it's going to be a really good brush. So let's try them all out and I can give you my review while I'm using them. So I started sketching out my illustration using the erasable coloured pencil. For this illustration, I kind of thought about the fact that it is actually Christmas tomorrow, and I have to make an illustration also based on summer to fill the Scrawlrbox challenge. So I decided to kind of mix them together and do a Christmassy beach illustration. Typically, when you think of Christmas, especially in the UK, you'd probably think of snow, green Christmas trees, lots of decorations, presents, but you wouldn't really think of sand and the beach and the sun. You'd think it'd be cold, maybe a little bit rainy. But I know the weather's not like that everywhere in the world, and for some people, Christmas is bang right in the middle of their summer. So I decided to draw a palm tree with some Christmas lights and Christmas baubles hanging off it, and I also wanted my character to be in a swimming costume, but I wanted it to be in Christmassy colours. I also gave her a rubber dinghy, a towel, and some presents as well next to the Christmas tree. Well, Christmas palm tree. For this illustration, I was really thinking about lots of little details that I could add in and just make it that little bit interesting and give it more to look at. Originally, I had just wanted to draw a character on her own, but I didn't really think that I'd be able to blend in the summer and Christmas themes in as well if I had done that. So I think this was definitely a good way to create a piece inspired both by Christmas and summer at the same time. Once I finished my sketch, I started painting the picture. I really like these watercolours. They're really nice. I really like how they're bright and bold colours. But as always, I kind of hate mixing colours because you can never get the same colour again. So you are quite limited on the colours you have available here. I think with my Tiger watercolours, I have loads and loads of different colours to choose from, so I don't have to mix things as much. But as this is a travel set, it is to be expected, but the colours were really nice, and mixing wasn't actually that bad for this. I found it quite easy to kind of get the same colours again, so I wouldn't really complain too much about this with this palette. But I do feel like it needs more of a pink colour. Obviously there is red, and I could dilute the red with some water, but it's not really pink still, it's just more of a faded red, which I know pink is, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So that would have been nice to have a pink colour there, especially since there's two blue colours which I feel are fairly similar. It kind of looks like it'd be more purpley, but it's a really similar blue. So it would have been nice to have a pink in there instead. I love this paper. It's really good quality, it's really nice. I didn't have any problems with it ripping or tearing or just giving into the water. I think it was really nice, good quality paper, and I might even see if I can find any of this in the shops to use in the future. I prefer kind of working in bigger sketchbooks just because I like having extra space to kind of add around my illustrations, so it was kind of restrictive working to such a small piece of paper. I think this is like A5 size maybe. It could have been bigger. I prefer drawing my characters a little bit bigger because then you can put in a little bit more detail, and I was a bit more restricted as I did want a detailed background for this piece, so I had even less space for my character. But I don't think it went too badly. I am happy with the final result. One of the things I feel like I need to improve on is my colouring in water skills. I'm not really great at getting that texture right yet. I think I'm better with it when I do it with markers or digitally, but with watercolours I still struggle a little bit with it. So I think I definitely need to practice that a little bit more. In my illustrations, I usually try to stick to a limited colour palette, but as I was trying out this set of watercolors for the first time, I decided that I would try and attempt to use every single color, which I believe I did actually manage to do. So there is a lot of colors in this piece, but that was just because I wanted to explore the different colors that I have available, and I wanted to test how they are. And I'm glad to say I really do love this palette. I know I've already said that, but this palette is really, really good, and I love how small and easy it is for me to take wherever I want to take it. I can pop it in a bag and take it wherever, which is really, really good, especially as I'd probably like to try and do some more art on the go. I don't really do much of that. I usually just stick to doing digital art on my iPad, but I could probably take this with me and do this on a train, and it wouldn't really be any problem whatsoever, especially if I took a smaller sketchbook with me. I feel like we could have been provided with some more pencils. We were very limited on the colours that we were given, and I think an extra one might have been good, but overall I really liked using this Scrawlrbox. This is what the finished illustration looked like. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you want me to make more subscription unboxing videos. I'm still a bit unsure about it, but if enough people would like to see that, I might think about doing more videos like that. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I next upload. Thank you so much for watching, have a happy Christmas, and I'll see you later. Bye!